you're stuck at home in quarantine. 5 o'clock, why not have a drink with me?
Good afternoon, happy Friday. What a beautiful, beautiful day it is here in Boston. It is just gorgeous outside. Got outside, mowed the lawn, spent some time outside. It's really, really nice. Once I get this cocktail made, excited to bring it outside and drink it in the backyard. It's just like such a nice day. Puts you in a great mood as we go into this long Memorial Day weekend coming up. I got an email this morning with somebody that was hoping they signed off. Hope you have a great MDW. And I love that. I'm all about the abbreviations. I call them abbreves. And this is one that I haven't been consistently using yet, but now I'm all about the MDW. So here we go with MDW coming on up. Excited for that. But otherwise, just, a pretty good day. Busy in the morning, pretty productive, had a half day, and then got some stuff done, did a bike ride. Like I said, I mowed the lawn and took advantage of the outsideness. And I'm gonna go outside. Helen and I will hang out on the patio for a bit, and then we have a bit of a date night tonight. We're gonna watch a movie that we've been excited about for a while. Way back before the pandemic, I've been watching and awaiting the theatrical release of the movie The Lovebirds with Issa Rae and Kumail Nanjiani. Kumail Nanjiani is one of our favorite comedians. Issa Rae is also amazing in her HBO show. And anyway, there was this movie that they were both in. It's a comedy that was going to be released in, I think, March. And then with the pandemic and stuff, that didn't happen. But now they've released it directly to Netflix as of this weekend. So it's out now. I was on Netflix before and saw that it's there and they're promoting it. So I'm excited to watch it. It's under an hour and a half. It's a comedy. It's going to be beautiful. I'm excited about it. And I can tell you my review of it tomorrow, but I think that you should watch it too tonight or tomorrow morning. I've also been watching Money Heist, which I know my dad, who might be in the chat, Tom, saw and recommended, and a lot of people have said it was good. It's really scratching an itch that I have for just again, not really realistic, but a fun heist type of situation. And I've been enjoying that. It's been good. So Money Heist gets my, if you're looking for something to watch to kill some time, all set. And then The Lovebirds tonight, we'll let you know how that is. But overall, just excited for a cocktail today. And I mentioned that last week I went to last Friday night, I did a Zoom course. A Zoom class. It was a 1-hour cocktail class by the head bartender at 11 Madison Park. And they made 3 cocktails that all featured Amaro Montenegro. Oops. And I liked all of them, but one of them I'm excited to make again tonight, and will enjoy it very much, I'm sure. So Amaro Montenegro is, I think, just a really basic, one of the more ubiquitous Amari that are out there. I think if you were to go in a bar and they have Amaro, they probably have this one. There's probably a bottle rolling around in your rando Italian restaurant, and it's very approachable. It's pretty sweet. It's really light. It's not too bitter, especially as far as Amari go, and it's quite nice. It's a good. It's just easy sipping, It's very good. So if you don't know anything about Amaro and wanted to try one, and you came across this, I think that it's hard to not like it, is sort of the thing. And normally I point people towards Chinar as their entry-level Amaro. I think that's a little more versatile and a little more interesting. And I feel like this is kind of like the kiddie pool of Amaro a little bit, despite it being one of the best-selling Amaros in Italy and probably in the United States too. It's pretty basic, It's just pretty even keel, low intensity, not doing a lot of anything, but it's light and balanced, and you can drink it on a hot summer day and feel pretty good about yourself. So this is good. So that also means that it won't be too complex to add to a mixed drink. And in fact, that's what we're going to be doing tonight. So again, this is courtesy of the head of the bartending team at 11 Madison Park, and he called it La Rossa Fragole. Now, Amaro Montenegro is from Bologna in Italy, and Bologna has 3 nicknames. I don't know if you knew this: La Dota, La Grassa, and La Rossa. So La Dota means like educated or learned. Bologna is their famous university there. It's a very big deal, big part of their culture. La Grassa means fat in Italian, and that is a nod towards Bologna in many ways being the culinary capital of Italy, which is of course the culinary capital probably of the world, maybe along with France to give them a run for their money. So that's the fat, and then La Rossa means red, the red. And there's kind of a dual meaning to that. The reason that Bologna has the nickname the Red City. One is that the rooftops are all these like beautiful red colors across the city. If you look at sort of like an aerial view of the city, you'll see all these red and orange rooftops throughout the city. It's quite nice. And then it also has the sort of political meaning also in terms of Bologna was one of the staunch anti-fascist places in the middle of the 20th century, and was leaning a little bit towards the commies a little bit. So it definitely has that liberal red bent for there. So the dual meaning there. So this drink, like I said, is called La Rossa Fragole. La Rossa, a nod towards that nickname of Bologna because the Amaro Montenegro is from Bologna, and then Fragole is the Italian word for strawberry. And this is going to use a few strawberries in our drink. So let's get to it. This is really like an Italianized margarita. So we're going to have some tequila and mezcal. It's a tequila and mezcal drink, but it's going to be sweetened up and brought some interesting complexity and bitterness with both the Amaro Montenegro as well as a little bit of Aperol. And so I'm really excited about that. So we're going to start here. I'm just going to throw in, again, the red strawberry. I'm going to throw in some strawberries into my mixing glass here. And I never get too worried about, I guess I could grab my muddler real quick. Now, if we're going to be shaking this up with a bunch of ice anyway, then I'm not too worried about, really pulverizing, but just to get it started and get some juices going. The bottom of my glass. Great, so we've got our fragoli, plural of fragole. According to, actually it would be fragola, fragole, I think A goes to E and E goes to I to pluralize in Italian. I don't know. It's been a while since I took those 2 semesters of Italian during summer sessions back in the summer of, what was that, 2004? Something like that. Anyway, 16 years ago, man, time flies. So we have our strawberries. Next I'm going to take just a 1/4 ounce of Aperol, so not very much. Some more red color in there, and also a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of bitterness. Should be quite nice. I'm going to finish this sample of the Amaro Montenegro. Oh man, it's good. I like it. It's good. It's really good. Next I have some agave syrup. So this is just agave nectar that you water down a little bit with some water just to make it a little bit more workable in cocktails. And I'm going to use 3/4 ounce of the agave syrup. So decent amount of that. And next I'm going to use the same amount, 3/4 ounce of lemon juice. Squeeze that. A little bit short with that half, so grab my other half. And there we go. Lovely, some beautiful citrus. Now I make my margaritas with lime, but this is, again, a variation and has the lemon juice there. Now we're going to use 3/4 of an ounce of our Amaro Montenegro. This is going to bring, again, some nice complexity, a little bit of sweetness to it, a little bit of bitterness in there. And then the last thing we need is our tequila. And I'm going to use 1 ounce of tequila and 1 ounce of mezcal to give me a real nice smoky punch. 2 ounces of mezcal is often sort of too much for a drink where it just gets overwhelmed with the smokiness. I think it's fine to just like sip some mezcal if that's what you want. But if you want some semblance of balance in your cocktail, you're going to want to usually cut some of the tequila portion with some regular tequila. So I've got this just reposado tequila, which I'm going to use 1 ounce of. And then the mezcal that I'm going to use 1 ounce of. Lovely. Right, move all of the bottles over here. And that'll do it for our ingredients. And so I'm going to grab my ice and my glass, as well as some salt. I'm going to do like a margarita salt rim on this. So let me grab that. And just towel this off a little bit. Now, another thing I'm excited about is there's been this fun little trend bouncing around cocktail Reddit in terms of glasses and ice and drinks that you normally drink on the rocks. And that is to take your rocks glass, fill it maybe halfway with with water, and then put it in the freezer at like a 45-degree angle so that the ice is perfectly goes from one corner, the bottom corner of the glass to the rim across it, and then let it freeze like that. And so I've done that, and so I have this this both very cold glass, but it has the ice frozen in it for half of the glass there. And so this is gonna create a really cool effect once I pour in my finished cocktail. And in thinking about sort of where I'm gonna drink out of, I think I will drink out of the non-iced end. Anyway, I'm just gonna take some lemon and on the outside of the glass, just rub my lemon on there. And then I'm gonna take some kosher salt on my cutting board. Put out a nice line of kosher salt and just rub this so that I have a nice rim of salt on the glass. Clean that up a little bit. Beautiful. All right. So I've got my salted and iced glass ready to go. Now I'm going to go back to my drink. I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4 ice cubes. Put it up, and let's get to shaking. Open up. Alrighty. Next I am going to grab, I need my second mesh strainer. I'm a little unprepared today, guys. And we are going to strain into our glass. Make sure we have a nice angle on this here. And let's go right inside. So the double strain is especially important with a drink like this that has all these strawberry bits. And oh man, my ice totally cracked from the glass. That didn't happen last time I did it. That's a bummer. Alright, well now I have this kind of ridiculous looking ice cube. I wonder why that happened. Last time it looked beautiful, and this time it doesn't. I'll tell you what, I am going to share with you a picture of what happened when I did this last week. Bum, 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 bum. And oh, it was before last weekend. Here we go. Look at that. Anyway, do you see that cool effect there on the glass with the 50? There we go. That's a good picture. With the 50% ice, nice clean line. Looked pretty sweet, but I guess it worked the first time I did it. I'm like, oh, this is so easy, it looks so cool. And then now suddenly the second time I do it, and it shakes loose. I mean, still super functional, but, whoa, but there we have it. All right. What am I doing now? I actually don't know how this works. How do I end this picture and get back to live? Hey. All right, but in any case, let's drink it because I'm pretty sure it'll still taste delicious. So cheers, everyone. It's a nice drink. If you're looking for like a good sort of fruity margarita type of cocktail that strays from the classic a little bit and injects some different flavors. The strawberry definitely comes through. A little bit of like interesting bitterness from the Aperol and the Amaro Montenegro, but not a ton. I'm not sure that like a really, really bitter or complex Amaro would work in something like this, because that's not what you're looking for when you have a margarita or you're mixing something with tequila and mezcal. But this is a really nice drink. The salt on the rim is really nice. Quite good. La Rossa Fragole. And there you go.
It's 5 o'clock. Why not have a drink with me?
Have a fantastic MDW. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. And we will see you back here 5 o'clock tomorrow night.